That was not intentional. Like the stick that I'm using now, it's basically it's a Combo Q4 put into a Mad Catz fight stick, but I modified it with the stick from the old Combo Q4, which is a much better stick. But the reason why I jumped my old Combo Q4 was because I was getting a lot of unwanted inputs, and that I think has to do with the PCB. Maybe the PCB was faulty or something. So I decided to junk it and just take out the stick and put it into my fight stick, which is much better than the fight stick, obviously. Like the fight stick man, it sucks so much. Yeah, the fact that Jin has a hop kick now, it's really throwing me off. Like, I tend to do it in times where I obviously should not be doing it. It's my own fault. I'm to blame, but you know, it's just so tempting. See how I was just standing there? That was my hop kick setup. I was like, "Are you gonna dash in on me? Because there's a hop kick that's lots of loaded for you." So yeah, Jin's hop kick is so tempting that I tended to overuse it, and I forget about his other moves. Forward 2 is actually probably a better move to use in most situations than hop kick because it has so much range and is safe with the pushback. Like even back in Tekken Tag 1, I remember using Jin's forward 2 as a setup for a tag because opponents usually backdash after they block the forward 2 from Jin. So you get them to block the forward 2, which has pushback, and then they backdash, and then you backdash, and all of a sudden you're like full stage away from each other. So you get a free tag. And you'll also notice that aside from Okazemi, like versus grounded, I don't use Jin's forward 4, which is probably a mistake because it's very, very good. That move is amazing. Crouch Dash 1. It's not really an electric, it's minus 12 on block, but it's a mid. And like if you think about minus 12, like Bruce's Crouch Dash 1, Bruce's Crouch Dash 2, which is pretty similar to Jin's Crouch Dash 1. Actually, I think it's slower even. It's minus 14. So, you know, I definitely like Jin's Crouch Dash 1 a lot. It's one of the better launchers in the whole game, in my opinion. The electric version of it doesn't give it anything special. It just makes it do 2 points extra damage. It doesn't make it any better on block. It doesn't make it faster. I believe it's the same speed. It's just that you did the Crouch Dash 1 at the fastest possible input, so it does 2 points more. That's all it does. It's still minus 12. But I also like Jin's Hell Sweep a lot. That mini combo, like you'll often get a juggle to the wall and get like universal tag assault. bound sometimes, like if it's a side wall splat. Some people say that Jin's crouch dash 4 is seeable, but I have to disagree. Like if your opponent is blocking Jin's crouch dash 4, you're probably just doing it too obviously. Like you're either spamming it or you need to set it up better. Because Jin's crouch dash 1, like it comes out really fast. Like yes, it is punishable, -12, but you know if they get hit, man, it's gonna hurt a lot. And Jin still has a counter hit electric. Like it's not really an electric, but it's a counter hit electric. So you have to have that presence of mind as a Jin player to do crouch dash 1 instead of crouch dash 2, which is the normal counter hit only Wind God Fist. And also Jin's crouch dash 1, obviously it is slower than like a Devil Jin Wind God Fist, so you have to be on point. Boom! That low is so good. It's -13, but it does almost the same damage as Hayachi's down back 2. It's 25 points. I should have just done a getting up 4, because that was a bad tag on his part. I could have got a wall splat from it.